Hello guys and welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm gonna do my top 5 favorite cartoons part 2. Now before we start this video, don't forget to subscribe down below. And guys, on my last video we smashed, I was going for 30 likes but we smashed 50 likes. So this time we're gonna go higher. If we can smash 40 likes, that would be amazing. And let's get into this video. Hi guys, so coming in at number 1, coming in really hot, is Max Steel. I've been watching this series since a few weeks ago on Netflix. It's so amazing. Hands down one of my favorite series of all time. I finished season 1 and I'm on season 2 episode 6, so I want to finish that as well. But hands down what I've seen is amazing, and there's also a real life movie from this film, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. And yeah, let me just give you a little bit of backstory from this show. So basically this guy, the human in this picture, is Max McGrath, and his dad gave him this power called Turbo Energy, and he has it now too, same as his dad. And that robot on the left is not really a robot, it's an alien, and his name is Steel. That's why it's Max and Steel, but it's Max Steel. That's why the name is Max Steel. And basically they want to save the world with their Turbo Energy, because guys, listen, it's a little bit tricky for me to explain. So the guy Max has these powers, but they're so intense he cannot like keep them. He has to unleash them, and the robot little guy helps him kind of like contain them, and so he doesn't blow up or blow anyone up too. So as you can see, like in these pictures, he makes these like awesome kind of like turbo mods. He can fly, he has super strength, he's super fast, he can do like clones of himself to like, and they fight evils. And yeah, let's go to the next one. Right guys, so at number 2 is Angelo Rules. This is one of the funniest, best cartoons that I actually ever seen. And basically, let me give you a little bit of backstory. I used to watch this back in 2009. That's how old this is. But they still have new episodes up until they had them until 2016, so last year, and they ended the show from 2016. I'm really sad, but I did watch all the episodes. It's an amazing show. And let me give you the backstory again. So basically this kid his name is Angelo, the one in the front with the dark hair. And basically he gets into like trouble and everything. Like for example, his mom and dad wants to go to a party or a concert, or I don't know what it was, but he broke this vase or lamp up. I thought it was a lamp with a light in it. He broke it, and it was his mom's favorite, and he had to blame it on his little brother. Like he had to frame it like his little brother done it. I really like this show because Angelo is a really big genius in kind of like general in this show, and he also has his friends, like as you can see in the background, helping him. But the other, like mainly his main friends are the girl on the left with pink hair, him, and the guy on the right with dark hair and looks a little scared. So yeah, that's basically his friends. Them three have a lot of trouble getting into. I really enjoy this show. And let's go to number 3. Here is number 3, and this is one of the best shows I have ever seen in my entire life. I don't know if it compares to Ben 10, but it's definitely one of the best. Now basically this is Slugterra. I've watched every episode of it on Netflix. It's so amazing, and it has some movies. It's not real life movies, it's still cartoon, but it's really cool. So let me give you a little bit of the backstory of this show. Now basically there's this guy called Eli Shane, and his dad no, let me start again. So basically there's like these slugs, these little creatures that you put into the blaster that Eli is holding. Everyone has one, and like you shoot them at people, and you have like a duel, and basically they transform when they get to 200 miles an hour or something like that, and they transform and like basically become like bigger creatures. And for example, the fire one on the right is one of them. He transformed into like big fire, so that's how they take down their opponents. Now let me start. So this kid Eli Shane with dark hair is basically his dad it runs in the family. Basically his dad went to this underworld, under the ground world, and they need like help from like, he's the one, like his dad was a type of sheriff around there. He was the best slug slinger like there ever was there. And basically Eli, he kind of like, he got captured, and then Eli came down and had to rescue him, and had to be the sheriff in his place. And basically he really loved this job, but in the end, should I spoil it for you guys? No, I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys. Go watch it if you want. I'm not gonna spoil it if he found out his dad or not. But yeah, it's a pretty amazing show. He also had his friends, and they were their name was the Shane Gang, and it was an amazing show. I really recommend it. And let's go to the next one. Alright guys, so this is a show called Symbiotic title, and basically this is such an amazing show. It brings back a lot of memories. I used to watch it in 2011 or 13. I'm not sure, but it was a few years ago. And basically, in this show, let me give you the backstory first, and then I'll tell you why I love it. So basically in this show, there is this king and his planet, aliens, but they look like humans. So basically they got under attack by these creatures, and he had to send his daughter to Earth. And they had to adapt, and it's a really mysterious show. They had to adapt to Earth and be like humans, because you know school wasn't on their planet, so it was a little bit weird for them. And basically they had these watches. If anyone attacked them, they had these watches which they could transform in this robot that you saw at the start or on this picture. And this robot has amazing, really cool powers. But the princess who actually got away from her planet, from the king, the king's daughter, basically, she let's not use these watches and the robot to defend ourselves. Let's just use them to be good and kind of like be heroes around the world. So that's what they did. It's a really amazing show. Really recommend this one. I'm really sad they didn't. I think they had a season 2, but I forgot, because I definitely saw all the episodes. But I'm really sad that they didn't make another season, because honestly I don't even know how to explain how good this show was. And let's go to the next one. So guys, this is the last one, and this is about a show called Thundercats. And yeah, this was in 2011, but there was a older version. As you can see in this picture, this is the really old 1990 version, I think. And yeah, let's talk about why I really enjoyed this show, because I didn't watch the old one. I watched the new one in 2011. So yeah. So basically, in this show, there is this kid who is the king's son, and basically the king has this like sword, and this sword is, I forgot what it's called, guys, but I even had the toy. It was so amazing. And yeah, this show, it's so good and mysterious at the same time. But yeah, so basically the king got under attack by this reptile species and basically died, and then he had to give the sword, because it runned in the family. This was like the royal sword, but this sword is not an ordinary one. It was a key to find this book. What was it called? I don't know what it's called, guys. It was the key to finding this book, which lets you know some secrets and stuff. So yeah, so him and his friends like set off to go, because they escaped the fight in the first episode, and they had to go and find it and fight the bad guy who was named Mum-Ra. And the king's son, his name is Lionel, and yeah, he had a brother, and yeah, they basically carried on a quest to avenge his dad and maybe get his like kingdom back and him being king. That's really an amazing show because, guys, it is really mysterious. And if you didn't know already, which I said mysterious like 10 million times in this video, I really like mysterious and like secret shows. And I will do some more videos on like these kind of like shows. If you want me to do a part 3, don't forget to subscribe down below and hit 40 likes part 3, and I will talk about Gravity Falls, Infinity Train, which is something you may not know, but it's really amazing. Thank you for watching and see ya.